One of the commonalities of most arcade games is that they're mostly about your reflexes, right? They really focus on gaming skill in the purest sense, which is to say hand-eye coordination, quick reactions, things like that. And then there were games like Qix that combined that kind of gaming skill with actual thought. You needed fast thumbs to play Qix, but you also needed a fast brain. And using them both at the same time, that's hard, man. Much like the first London Marathon, the Soviet Union's first daylight savings, and Ric Flair's first World Heavyweight Championship, the first Qix came in 1981. Pretty eventful year, wouldn't you say? Anyway, there was an updated version of Qix 8 years later called Volfied, continuing the series' rich tradition of awkward names. Qix Neo is basically just Volfied for the original PlayStation. This was actually a pretty late PlayStation release. I mean, it didn't come out until 2003. For some perspective, that was the same year as Beautiful Joe and The Wind Waker. The next generation had long since begun, but that also meant you could release games like this at a budget price. And if you picked up Qix Neo, almost a decade after the release of its platform, you got a slick little retro experience. And a headache, too, probably. So, like Volfied, Qix Neo essentially beefs up the old Qix formula. You have a screen, you control a little ship thing, you have to eliminate as much of that screen as possible. You do that by drawing lines. If you can draw a closed line segment from one point to another, the closed area disappears. It's a lot like Dig Dug 2, actually, but with more geometry, less explosives. The catch, of course, is that you're invincible as long as you're on the border, but as soon as you make a move into the screen, you're vulnerable until you can connect the line segment. That's where the differences with Qix Neo come into play, because there are freaking enemies everywhere. See, each level has these weird mechanical beast monsters, or something, flying in formation, and therein lies the thinking. If you can figure out their patterns, you can make a run for it and draw your lines a lot easier. Otherwise, it's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot most of the time I play. You beat the level as soon as you clear 75% of the space, but I mean, I've been told it's possible to get 99%. I want to believe that's a lie. I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Tell you what I do believe, though, that sometimes the bargain bin can harbor treasures untold, especially at the end of a console's life. This one was sent to us by Tony from Delaware, Ohio. Dude runs a place called Gameplay Unlimited. See that? You send us crap, you get a cheap plug. And listen, nothing's worth more for your career than me giving you a plug. Ask Emma Watson. Her career's taken off. It's all because of me. And Qix Neo. She probably likes Qix Neo.